and today we are going to be reacting to another video from O'Shea Duke Jackson. Shout out to him. It says thick teacher's outfit just costs her everything. Now, if y'all know me, y'all know that I love anything thick. I love thick things. Thick is good. Petite is fine, but thick is better, you know, like you can never go wrong with thick or whatever, right? Now, let's go ahead and see what this teacher's outfit was, and let's determine if it was really as bad as people are saying.
A particular teacher who went by the name of #TeacherBay went viral. Her real name was Patrice Brown. She was a primary school teacher or elementary school teacher in Atlanta, and she was posting photos at work. Now, if you look at the photos here, I mean, she's inside of the classroom, but look at the curviness. She's an extremely beautiful lady, but some people thought that a teacher should not be dressed like this. And it's
okay. So I've seen multiple posts, right, where it's not this lady, it's different ladies around and stuff, you know, that got the curvy figure and stuff or whatnot. I have a question, and maybe this video would explain it to me, right? But what are these ladies supposed to do? If you're thick, you got a big butt or whatever. But if you got a curvy physique, you got a curvy build, and you want to become a teacher, should you just not become a teacher? Like, because I'm going to tell you right now, bro, there's always going to be beautiful teachers that your kids are going to like. Like, I remember a lot of my teachers were ugly, I ain't gonna. I think the only bad teacher I might have ever had in high school, but I forgot her name. All my other teachers are like older women. The only teacher I remember was my 4th grade teacher, Miss Foreman, and that's because she was a bitch. And then my 8th grade teacher, I forgot her name, but boy, she had that Georgia peach ass with the fuzz on it, boy. I was so confused and conflicted in that 8th grade class, man. She was bad as hell. I miss her.
It's not the fact that she's shaped in the way that she's shaped, but that she's basically posting these photos on the internet. And people were concerned, especially parents. It got so bad that she told the New York Post, "I'd always go to work and take pictures of myself in the classroom setting, showing off how much I love my profession and looking beautiful while teaching kids. What teachers are wearing should not be the focus. The focus should be on kids." That was her response. But unfortunately for her, that's not how the parents felt. If the focus should be on the children, then why are you focusing on taking pictures of yourself while looking sexy in the classroom and not focus on the children?
Get 'em.
That was a response that people were having. And then it became an argument about black women. People that agreed with Teacher Bay were saying, hey, this is just another example of how black women rarely have control over their bodies, being needlessly over-sexualized in nearly any context. Now, this is interesting because if you go to her Instagram, she doesn't really post pictures anymore. I believe that she's married now. You can still see that while the pictures are not so bad, it is sexually tempting a little bit. So
Okay, so I see both sides of this argument. Like, what's up? What's up, boy? What's up? What you doing? Why you shaking? Why you shaking? Blood, why you shaking? You good? You piss on me, I'm gonna eat you. But I was just saying, like, she can't control how her body looks. But like, if you're a teacher, I guess there's certain attire that you gotta rock. You know what I'm saying? So you can look fugly like the other teachers. Like, I feel like being a fine teacher's gotta be annoying as hell, because it's like the parents are hating because they probably think that you're provoking their kid. The other teachers that are fugly are looking at you like, oh, you're gonna fuck the hottest male teacher in the joint. Like, it's just gotta be annoying as hell.
You can infer that, yes, the way that she's taking these photos, she's trying to sexualize herself, especially with regards to where she's teaching at. But fast forward, it's 2025, and to be honest, things are getting worse. And the things that are happening now make Teacher Bay look like a saint. The other day, there's a young lady that went viral. Her name is That Girl Peachy. And this is a young lady who is also a teacher. Now, the difference with this young lady, it appears that she's clearly trying to attention seek. Patrice Bay was taking photos. This lady is making a video. And at the end, She's letting you know she's working with something with that jiggle. Now, if we take a focus on the feet there, we see the kind of heels that she has on, and then you see the visible tattoos on the feet. Now,
this is a scary teacher. If I had this teacher, gang, boy, I ain't cracking no jokes in her class. My head is down with a pencil. There's no messing this up. Because, I mean, I don't know if black teachers really be doing what those white teachers be doing with their students. I know y'all have definitely heard about how, like, the amount of times we've seen white teachers full on having relationships or just cracking these students. I've never heard of a black woman doing that yet. Or maybe it's just not as viral or whatever. But, yeah, I would say this was my teacher. She told me to stay at the class. I'm staying at the class, man.
There is nothing wrong with having tattoos, and you basically can't, not hire somebody because they have them. But if you're a teacher and you're amongst middle school or elementary school students, it may be considered a lack of professionalism. And then look at the skirt that you have on. You do the jiggle in the wiggle, and we all see what that wiggle was working with.
You lose it, you never win. Oh, boy!
Yes!
And yeah, it looks like you're more concerned with getting attention than you are teaching students. Now, of course, once this particular situation came about, folks got onto X and the conversation started to occur. This brother with the National Reparations Commission says, this is what teachers who want to stay in the safe zone look like. Teachers who want to push boundaries and be controversial deserve all the smoke they get. If you fine, you fine. Your job as a teacher is to downplay that as much as possible.
I guess that's true. Like, you're supposed to not, you're not supposed to be like ugly. Don't like pull up and like be ugly or whatever. Oh, you hopping down, boy? You leaving? The fuck are you doing? You laying down and you staying? Get your ass out of here. But it's your job to, you know what I'm saying, be, I don't know, as mid as possible. A good teacher is a mid one, you know what I'm saying? Because you're just going in there to get your studies and get out. If you got a really bad teacher, it's very hard to focus. You get what I'm saying? So I get what he's saying, but like, is that like, should only ugly people be teachers, or like,
Not
what's he
to
saying?
highlight it. Now, again, let's look at some of these particular outfits that he's talking about. Let's go to this one, right? We have a Caucasian lady with the 7 teacher outfits from Old Navy. Now, obviously this woman is thin, and she's not shaped as curvy as the other ladies. But I could see if the lady that we had before, who was doing the little booty clapping dance, that girl Peachy, was to wear something like this, clearly she could cover up some of her curves. All of these outfits would be quite affordable for her. And again, when it comes to the feet, if she has tattoos, that could be, closed off, all right, or not shown. Let's go to outfit number 2. Here we have a sister. Again, she's not shaped like the first lady, but you can look at, she is being very modest on purpose. Now, let's say for
both of the ladies shown so far are mid, so I think my theory stands. I think my theory stands that like the common teacher is mid. You get what I'm saying? Because we've all my fellas out there have had like a super bad teacher and there was no issue. I don't know how this stuff goes.
For example, she was curvy and she looked like really, really super thick. These outfits here, in my honest opinion, would hide that. 16 fall outfit ideas for teachers, right? He also posted this here, 30 teacher outfits idea to copy now. Now, all of the teachers, when I was coming up in middle school.
Okay, so let's look at these outfits. So the first one, Shawty's in a romper. That's not going to cover up that ass. The second one, Shawty looks like she's in stretchy pants. It's not going to cover up that ass. The third one, Shawty's in a long dress. That's going to cover it up, but it's not going to hide that ass. Like, bro, if you got body, you got body, bro. Like, I don't understand.
Elementary school, they tend to dress like this. Now, obviously, teachers can be shaped like anybody else, but when you're a teacher dressing like this, it is clear that your focus is to do what your job is, and you're not trying to get any kind of special attention. You're not trying to rule anybody's parents or anything like that. You're pretty much focused on the job. Now, when it came to the
but I won't lie, this Shawty is trying to get attention. No, I'm just being a dickhead. She's trying to get attention for sure.
Conversation in the comments section, the opinions were divided. This person goes, She is wearing a long sleeve shirt and a long skirt. How much more can she possibly cover up? Right? That was one opinion. This person says, inappropriate. This is not a teacher. This is a secretary ready to F the CEO. G.I. Jew says, high heels at school is appropriate. High heels is 304 attire. Prostitutes in clappers wear those for show. And behold, there met him a woman with the attire of a harlot in subtle of heart. So, Hebrew Israelites don't already have her. So this person says, Dr. Sherry, she's definitely pushing it and she knows it. Appropriate attire isn't about covering up. It's about maintaining professionalism. So I'm going to stop right there. All right. Now, basically, she is definitely pushing it. And what it appears is the lady who is a teacher is wearing that outfit because she is trying to basically maybe get into another career, maybe become a social media influencer. And that's fine if you want to do that. But to be a teacher and then try to combine the fact that you want.
All this video is showing me right now is what I always say, bro. What you wear. It's like Dave Chappelle, bro. Dave Chappelle was right in that freaking special, right? When he said, if I'm wearing a police uniform and you come up to me and you say, yo, I need some help. And I say, ma'am, I'm not a police officer. I just like to wear the uniform. You gonna look at me like I'm a fucking idiot. Cause it's like, what you wear does say, this video is just saying what you wear, cause they keep calling this professional, not professional. What determines what's professional, what's not professional when it comes to clothes? Everybody else's opinion. You get what I'm saying? So what you wear will determine how people treat you when you're outside. I've been saying this for years. Like when I be telling my whole ass homegirls like, yo, you looking crazy right now. They be getting mad at me and shit and then be confused when 30 dusty ass niggas want to come up and talk to them. The way you dress invites certain types of attention that you got to deal with. If you don't want to deal with dusty niggas, dress in a way that a dusty nigga would be too scared to approach you. Now, there's some niggas that they don't care. They know they dusty. They just got the confidence of Jesus. But most niggas, because I'll say it like this. I'll say how like me, right? If I see a girl in a professional attire and I'm in a white tee, I'm in some cool calm shit, I know the conversation we gonna have just based off of like our different attires in that moment. Now, if she was in some cool calm shit, I'd be like, hey, she's in some cool calm shit. I'm in some cool calm shit. We in some cool calm shit. You get what I'm saying? But if I'm dressed like a businessman and you dressed like a hoe, I'm just gonna ask how much is it? I'm not gonna, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't even think Shawty's doing too much. I think the setting she's in makes it.
To get, a whole lot of social media following opportunities, it's kind of corny. Because it's like you're using the kids to do that. But okay, let's continue. She's got her toes out and those tight skirts are showing off every detail of her curves. Let's not pretend this is innocent. She's playing us and it's not cool. Now, for me, I honestly believe that she's a very, very beautiful lady. And don't get me wrong, I wish I had a chance to holler at her. But yes, the young lady definitely knows that she's blessed. And the fact that she...
Why'd you even become a teacher? You could be like some rapper. You could be some rapper or some athlete's baby mom.
Again, the guy says, why don't Black American women see an issue with dressing this way around children while women from other cultures do? Now, I think what the point is that this guy is trying to make is, why are Black women doing something that other women don't do? Now, this is something that I've noticed when it comes to Black American women in particular. Black women are not as docile in the workplace as maybe some other groups. When you look at white women, Asian women, as far as how they come to work and how they dress. Out of all groups that I see, I honestly believe that Black women are going to push the needle a lot more.
No, that's facts. Like, even in my job, bro, like, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think it kind of high-key adds spice to the job because a lot of jobs are freaking boring. So I respect Black women for what they do when it comes to, spicing up the workplace, making it fun and whatnot, not taking shit, But unfortunately, when you're working for money, you got to know how to code switch. Code switching is a very viable skill that I think everybody should learn, whether you're white, Black, Asian, or Latino, so you can be good in any environment, so you can know how to move in any environment. Get what I'm saying? If you don't know how to code switch and you just go everywhere thinking like you're just going to be yourself 110%, everybody's just got to get in line with your fucking program, you're eventually gonna come across a nigga where it is his environment and he's not budging and you're not budging. And either you gotta move around or you gotta make him move around. In this instance, it's your job versus your personality outside your job. Like, if I was this lady in this situation, let me go ahead and wrap up this video. If I was this lady in this situation, and there was like you are dressing inappropriately, I know now with social media you can go like get a bag. Like, this lady's gonna make a bag. She's already had 500,000 followers already out this shit. She's gonna make a bag, or she's gonna come across a dude that can make her a bag. She's gonna get tricked on, you know. If she's smart, she'll know how to maneuver. If she's not, she'll be forgotten about in 2 weeks or whatever, right? You have to pick, do you want to acquiesce to get the bag from this spot, or do you just want to keep doing your own thing and see if you can get it somewhere else? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't, I don't like the way people try to like force people to just do what they say, and when they don't do it, they try to blame it on like race or some other thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you're coming into these environments, you have to listen to these people. If you don't want to listen to these people, you don't have to, but you have to accept the consequences and not listening to these people. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause she's bad. She's bad as hell. In fact, let's finish the rest.
They're gonna have a lot more self-expression in their clothes. Some could even say maybe in their sexuality and when they're at work, and more likely to challenge.
Hey! Listen, y'all. If this video don't tell you one thing, let me tell it for you. Black women got that body, bro. I think black women are the most physically, like, if we talk about what dudes look like for physically, body-wise, bro, when black bitches ain't fat, they right. If I'm a single dad and my student got a fine teacher, I'm on that.
Are working with something, you're typically seeing black women push the needle more with that. And that means that black women operate with more independent thinking outside of the box of how they want to look. And that's also fine. But the reason why I think a lot of sisters are more prone to get fired is because when you work for somebody else, you don't have the ability to self-express as much as you want. And so what I think,
this is ridiculous,
is that for a lot of employers, when they look at hiring,
I haven't looked at the other two sides of this video, this whole video.
Black people in general, or black women in particular, what they look at is, okay, how docile is this person? For the brand or the company that we want to have, how likely is it that they're going to express themselves in a way?
That's a bro, I'm mad as hell. I ain't never had a substitute teacher that had it. Bro, what the? Oh my. The only substitute teacher I remember having was an angry Nigerian dude that said he was gonna slap the shit out of us if we didn't quiet down.
Culturally, that our company or our business is uncomfortable with. And again, when you go back to that girl Peachy, and I understand we live in a different time now, as a teacher, and let's say if you're teaching in a white neighborhood and you see this lady, I mean, you know, culturally, you know, in a nice weave, you know, you see, you know, the booty bouncing there, doing the little thing. And let's say, for example, you have a husband, right? Your husband is coming to pick up your son from school.
That's what I'm saying. Like, these parents, it's not, you think it's the niggas saying they got a problem with this shit? You think a nigga married or unmarried is saying he got a problem with any three of these teachers at the school? No. It's the shawties, bro. It's the shawties where the niggas is like, oh, I'm gonna go pick up Junior, I'm gonna go pick up Susie at the school because they're gonna go see this shit. You know what I'm saying? This would make any married woman mad. I don't care. Any girlfriend ain't like, bro, like, you're going to get mad if you see your man go drop off your kid at school and you know this shawty is working there, because you can't piss at him. There
you are with a big ass lawsuit. So I think that a lot of companies are looking at, you know, the names of black women. Does their name sound Afrocentric? Is it like Shaquanda? Is it like,
oh my God. No, imagine. You're like, I don't know who hires at the school, right? No Shaquandas, no LaQuishas, no Afrocentric names. A freaking like Cindy comes across and like, oh yeah, hire her, let's get her. And then like some just big booty black chick pulls up. And you start sweating during that meeting because you're like, oh shit, I really want to see that ass every day. Shit. like, are people gonna start naming these kids these names and shit? It's not niggas hating on these shawties. It's shawties hating on these shawties. Now, when it comes to the government letting go a 250,000 black women from the workforce, I don't know why. Like, maybe it is racism. You know, maybe it's like they got rid of DEI and they said, we don't need y'all black folk anymore. We don't need to meet no more quotas. Get the hell out. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that joint comes back. Maybe it does. But in this specific scenario with the teachers, this is just women hating. This is nothing else other than women seeing a big booty chick and being scared that, oh, hell nah, this bitch about to take my man. That's all it is. That's all it is, bro. So I hope that lady didn't lose her job over being thick. I hope she still got her job. I hope all the thick teachers out there are prosperous and keep their jobs, man. And for the ladies hating on these thick teachers, get a BBL or get your bitch ass in the gym. Like, if you know your man like big butts and you don't want to work to get a big butt, you don't want to pay for a big butt, then be cool with the fact he's just going to look at big butts. He ain't leaving you for it. He still love your non-existent butt ass, but he going to look at big butts. So it is what it is. Y'all make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Come to 9th floor so y'all can learn getting the long way. I'm out, bitch. Peace.